and welcome back to the channel at Tackle King. And tonight, or this evening, I'm back down at Barry Docks where I'm going to do a late afternoon, early evening shift, about 4 hours from about 4 o'clock through till maybe 8 o'clock. And I've come down on the train to give me a little bit of extra time. Now that's only about £7.60 returns, so that's quite a good deal. And travel time is about an hour and 10 minutes from Newport. It's only about a 5 minute, at most 10 minute easy walk down from Barry Dock Station down to the waterfront. It's signposted, and it's a very pleasant evening. There is still that wind. Always seems to be wind when I come down to Barry. Now, what I'm going to start off with, I'm going to be using a 6-inch Senko worm. It's purple with red and green glitter. I'm going to be free-lining it, so no weights. The worm itself weighs, 6 inches, and if I remember rightly, weighs 4 grams. So there's a reasonable amount of weight to it. There's a little bulb at the end. Looking down at the side here, right below me, I've got a shoal of bait-sized fish, little fry and stuff. And then swimming at around 8 inches below the surface. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cast this out, and I'm going to do a steady retrieve, try and keep this around 6 to 8 inches below the surface, which is sort of the same height as that bait fish. And it's also a good height to do because as that early evening sun shines through the light, shines through the water, it's just going to catch a glitter and hopefully catch the eye of the bass out here. Now, I haven't got a D-hook with me, so what I've done, I've used a long shank size 10 hook, but I've done it up to be pretty much beadless. So in for the nose, out and then back up, and just rest the top of the hook at the top of the body of the lure. Now, I'm keeping an eye on this shoal of bait fish down here, because if there's anything interesting goes in there feeding, I've got some 3-inch paddle tail shads and a drop shot rig, so I'll swap over the rig. But at the moment, I'm just going to freestyle this. I'm going to cast with the wind, let the wind give me a little bit of extra distance, and then just reeling at a steady rate to keep this at about 8 inches below the surface, and this tail will waggle, and because it's a weighted tail, it will go up and down as well. So it'll look like a bit like, hopefully, an eel swimming. But I'm going to keep that at the top. If I have to, I'll sort of give it a little while, and if I have to, I've got some jig head hooks with me, so then I'll take it down to the bottom. I'll swap it out for a jig head, a weighted jig head, and I'll fish the bottom and see if there's anything down there. But at the moment, I'm going to go at the top and hopefully catch some early bass as they start to come up to feed. As it's early evening, hopefully there'll be a bit of action today. Another thing about this this 6-inch Senko, it's heavy enough to slowly go down to the bottom if you leave it. So I might try that out over the side as well if anything happens. Just set the line out and let that Senko slowly sink down to the bottom and see if anything sort of picks up on it. This stick bait, this Senko worm bait, really does look very nice in the water. About 8 inches down, just catching the light, and because you've got quite low light, you've got a lot of reflection on the surface water. But as you bring that lure in, that bait worm in, the glitter just sparkles just below the surface. and it does look real nice. The bulbous tail is just moving to the side. I'm not going to film it because I tried to film those hard baits the other day and it didn't really come out. I really need to get a proper camera to do that. But there is quite a lot of those little fry around. What I might do is just do one more cast out and then I'm just going to drop this worm straight down the side until it hits bottom. And then we can have a look see if there's anything actually on the bottom. But there is a lot of little fry starting at about right down at the wall here, stretching out for about 12 feet, and it's just packed with them, that sort of size. So those 3-inch paddle tail shads on a drop shot might do quite well if I see any predators down there. But I've not seen this many small fry on my previous travels, so maybe I've come at a good time. Now I'm just going to knock my rear drag on and just reel out this line and let that Senko go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, that's it, something's at the bottom. Let's just bob it up and down a bit. Got a very slow sink to it, and it just flutters down. But these are the easy fishing 6-inch Senko worms, which you can get on the website. Buy me packs of 10. Right, there was a little fish, a little bit bigger than normal fry, silver colour, so I think it was a baby bass. No, not much bigger than the that 6-inch Senko worm. But I'm hoping by being out this little bit later, I'm going to catch the early feeders. I'm not going to be able to go through the night. I have to get back. But using the train gives me that about an extra hour compared to the using the bus. Well, it is a glorious evening. There's a few people out now fishing. It's only about a 10-minute walk, fairly level walk from the railway station down to the waterfront. A lot of construction work going on. Looks like they're building a bus station outside the railway station. One thing I've noticed down Barry Docks here is that there do seem to be quite a lot of jellyfish. But there's definitely a couple of silverfish down there, about 6 inches, about the same size as the lure I'm using. Just swimming around next to the lure. Just want their grandpapas to come. Right, so I've just seen an outline of quite a big fish go past down here, and that shoal of bait fish has scattered. So I might just bring this Senko in and swap out for a drop shot and use a 3-inch paddle tail shad and see if there's anything down there. Just give this another couple of casts and I'll swap my rig over. Right, those small bait fish have started to come back now, so I might just swap my rig out and get a small 3-inch shad on. Well, I was going to go with the drop shot, but I haven't brought any drop shots with me. So I've got this 1/4 ounce jig hook, and I've got a 3-inch shad paddle tail. I'll pop it over the side and try and use it like a drop shot. So I'll try and bring it up to sort of the depth of this bait fish. Oops. And hopefully next time that big fish comes past, you might go for my bait. I really will have to get that camera sorted out to do these filming of the bait in the water, because this is looking really nice in the midst of that shoal of small fry. Same sort of size, the same sort of colouring, so it looks really good. Well, that little paddle tail brought a little friend back with him on that trip. There was a small fish swimming alongside it for most of that retrieval. Only about 5-6 inches big, just a couple of inches bigger than the lure itself. So I'm going to swap that out because it's getting a bit darker now. So I'm going to swap it out for something a bit brighter. Let's go with that bright green and see what happens with that. Probably a little bit small for the hook I've got, but not to worry. Uh, give a few casts with this one, see what happens. And then what I might swap over to is a pink. I know pink card will go for the pink on an evening. I'm not sure if bass will. But let's try that nice bright green with a red chest. Well, that was quite nice. The jetty further up, the family that was fishing up there, they've just brought in what looked like about a 2 foot, and it was a conger. It looks about 2 foot long, so not not a bad catch for the evening for him. Right, so that's it. Time to start packing up. My alarm's just gone off, ready for the train back home. Let's bring this in. Great afternoon and evening out here. None of the fish up my bait. I might bring out some spinners and spoons next time to see if any of those work. But I saw 3 really good sized fish. They just didn't take the bait. And over at the next pier, they got that 2 foot conger, so it was quite good. But I've got to pack up now, head back home, and prepare for a session out on the River Usk tomorrow. Right, that's it for today's session. That was a really enjoyable session. I hope you like it. If you do, please like, subscribe and share. And until the next video, tight lines, and thanks for watching.